In Legends, before Qui-Gon Jinn would train the Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi, who would later go on to become one of the most notable Jedi of his era, Jinn trained 2 other Jedi learners. As a Jedi Knight, Qui-Gon took on his first apprentice named Fremore, who he successfully trained to knighthood, a process that would earn Jinn the title of Jedi Master. After becoming a Jedi Master, Qui-Gon would find a young boy on the planet of Telos 4, similarly to how he would find another boy gifted in the Force years later. This boy's name was Xanatos, and he managed to impress the Jedi Master with his command over the Force, and so Jinn opted to bring him back to the Jedi Temple. However, when stripped away from his family, the boy became angry. However, Qui-Gon convinced him to undergo training as a Jedi Knight. Over the years, Xanatos would grow to be a powerful apprentice, even receiving recognition from the Jedi Council for his advancements in the more obscure areas of the Jedi way. Although, Xanatos became ruthless and hard, much to the Jedi Council's dismay. As Xanatos approached his time to become a Jedi Knight, Yoda opted to put the boy and his master through one final test. Qui-Gon and Xanatos were sent to the planet of Telos, where a corrupt leader had risen. It was revealed this corrupt leader was in fact Xanatos' father, and Yoda had sent him on this mission to see if he truly desired above all else to become a Jedi. Xanatos' father begged for the Jedi Padawan to join him, and he eventually did, betraying his master. As Qui-Gon pursued both Xanatos and his father, he was met in a duel with Xanatos' father, Cryon. Cryon and Jinn dueled in the palace of Telos for a short period, and eventually Jinn defeated Cryon, unintentionally knocking him into the fire that had erupted within the palace. Seeing his father die by the hand of his master, Xanatos became mad with the power of the dark side, as his anger boiled to the point where he attacked his master. However, Xanatos was forced to flee due to rioters storming the palace. Jinn, ashamed of his failure, ventured back to the Jedi Temple, telling the Council Xanatos had died in the ensuing battle, too ashamed to admit he had fallen to the dark side. Over time, Xanatos returned to his home planet, becoming a leader, and taking over the fortune his family had amassed, even having a son, who to Xanatos' dismay, was not Force-sensitive. As Xanatos grew in the power of the dark side, he put into effect the scheme to lure Qui-Gon away from the Jedi, and kill him as his former apprentice watched. Xanatos placed a bomb on a highly populated planet, but to his disappointment, his old master was able to foil his plans of detonating them. Xanatos then turned his attention elsewhere, Qui-Gon's new, somewhat weak apprentice, known as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Kenobi had barely qualified to become a Jedi learner, and Xanatos wished to see the boy for himself. After finding Kenobi, he told the young Padawan he would never make it as Jinn's apprentice, and would utterly fail his trials when the time came. Xanatos then incapacitated the young apprentice, and claimed his lightsaber for his own. Xanatos then ventured back to the planet of Bandomeer, with hopes of unjustly acquiring it for himself. Following leaving a meeting concerning the mining of the planet, out of the shadows of the courtyard emerged Qui-Gon Jinn, who scorned Xanatos for what he had become. Qui-Gon then revealed to him that Yoda had foretold his failure of his final trial, and that Qui-Gon regretted not heeding the warnings of the Grand Master. This comment enraged Xanatos, and he began a fast-paced duel with the Jedi Master. Xanatos told Qui-Gon his rage had made him more powerful, and that the Jedi would soon fall by his blade. Jinn, however, remembered the sequences of his student, keeping pace and eventually injuring him by striking him in the shoulder. A now more frustrated Xanatos removed Kenobi's lightsaber from his belt, attacking the now stunned Jedi Master. Qui-Gon again evaded, and chose to retreat to search for his missing Padawan. Following his escape, the Jedi Master rescued his Padawan Obi-Wan, but they were tracked down by Xanatos, who had set a deadly trap for Jedi Master and Apprentice. Xanatos lured them to one of the mines on Bandomeer, and tricked them into a nearby mine with hidden explosives throughout. Xanatos was able to force them to retreat within the mine due to him attacking the pair using a speeder and fairly badly injuring Qui-Gon. As Xanatos blocked off Kenobi and Jinn, he was shocked to see that the young apprentice was not as weak as previously surmised, as Obi-Wan engaged Xanatos and drove him back for a short while. However, Xanatos broke off the engagement and deactivated the lights within the mine. Although disoriented at first, Qui-Gon and Kenobi fought Xanatos back, and the Dark Jedi eventually retreated. Months later, after no word from Xanatos, a plot was uncovered that revealed the Dark Jedi was attempting to destroy the Jedi Temple. However, he was again foiled by a now more powerful Kenobi and his master. After many conflicts, the Jedi and Xanatos again engaged in a duel. However, this time, Xanatos had discovered he was utterly outmatched by both. Even with his anger, he realized the Jedi would eventually take him into custody. Unwilling to allow Qui-Gon to achieve his goal of stopping him, Xanatos committed suicide in front of his former master, telling him he would live knowing he was his greatest failure. "You will never have the satisfaction of killing me, Qui-Gon Jinn, and I will never submit to anyone's laws. Your hate drove you, though you won't admit it. You destroyed me because you could not save me. I am your biggest failure. Live with that, and live with this." Xanatos then threw himself into a pit of acid. Xanatos was an interesting character, but even more interesting was the effect he had on Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon fully believed he failed Xanatos and wished to somewhat redeem himself with another child he would find on Tatooine, named Anakin Skywalker. It was also very impactful for Obi-Wan, as Xanatos showed him how to think his way out of conflicts and how to trust in himself, prompting control at all times, as he viewed the destructive nature of his master's former apprentice. Many have also asked why children are brought to the Jedi Temple at a certain age, and Xanatos is the perfect example as to why. When a child forms a connection with their family and are then stripped away from that from the Jedi, it can be a path to the dark side. This is a big reason why the Council did not wish to accept Anakin into the Order, out of the fear for his mother's well-being they sensed in him. As with Xanatos, Yoda was again proven correct, as the loss of Anakin's mother would pull him to the dark side, as the loss of Xanatos' father did to him years before. So that is the story of Xanatos and a large part of Obi-Wan's Jedi trials. So how do you feel about Qui-Gon's former apprentice, and perhaps more important, the Jedi Master overall? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, maybe consider subscribing to ensure you stay up to date on everything Star Wars related. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, as it helps the channel out a great deal. If you have any lore topics or questions you want answered, do not hesitate to tweet them at me at stupendouswave on Twitter, or leave a comment and I will try my best to answer or make a full video dedicated to your topic. Thanks again for watching, may the Force be with you, and have a great day.